welcome to a live show. First show in the morning. It's 5:51 a.m. I don't expect a lot of you to be watching, but I'll send this out later for you. Okay, we're here for a preview of the Hawkeye versus Rutgers game in Piscataway on Friday night. Okay, um, so the so anyway, if you're not aware, Rutgers is 3-0 right now. They just had a 34-31 win over Ohio in the opener, and so, but they outscored Miami of Ohio and Norfolk by a combination of 78 points. So Rutgers made a bowl game in 2013. Oh no, for the consecutive years for the first time since 2013 and 2014. Yeah. So this is the fifth all-time meeting between the Hawkeyes and Rutgers, and looks like Iowa's outscored them in the previous four matches, 93-17. All four meetings came within the last decade. Never know. Sorry, guys. I got these notes on my phone, and my phone just went bunkers. It just said bunker. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Alrighty. Here's their offense by the numbers. Okay. They're scoring an average of 46.3 points a game. They're averaging 164.7 rush, 296.3 passing, and they have total yards of 461. Okay. Ethan Kakalakamanis is their quarterback. He's in their second season. You might remember him from Minnesota. I believe he was the quarterback when during the famous it wasn't a punt thing. He's completed 72.9% of his passes for 829 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. He hasn't, but you know what I mean. Right now he hasn't gone up against very much for very tough defenses right now. So Miami of Ohio and Ohio are ranked 132 and 133 in pass coverage per Pro Football Focus. Alrighty. So Calculatus Manis played against. He completed 17 of 40 passes for 42% against Iowa for 213 yards, 1 interception. Those were when he was with Minnesota. Their running backs, they split carries between 3 running backs. 1 lead back gets the majority of the carries. Their trio runs the ball, totaling 481 yards and 6 touchdowns, 86 carries for a whopping 5.6 yards. So they're not doing too bad. Their lead back is Antoine Raymond, who's averaging 15.3 touches per game with his 43 rushes, going for 248 yards, 5.8. He has 5 touchdowns in 2 games against FBS opponents. Raymond has put up 169 yards and averaged 6.3 per carry. He has not been a factor in the passing game with just 6 receptions for over 13 career games. Okay. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, yeah, guys, this is not going to be a very long show today. I can tell you that right now. So, as I get my spot back here. Okay. All right. They got FAU transfer C.J. Campbell and sophomore Jashawn Benjamin, each averaging 7.3 touches per game. Campbell was the go-to player at Florida Atlantic, rushing for 844 yards while tallying 40 catches for 466 yards, combining for 14 touchdowns. He has rushed for 121 yards on 22 carries, 5.4, including rushing for 71 yards in the opener. As for Benjamin, he has 21 rushes for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. Wide receivers. Okay, here we go. So the Scarlet Knights. Okay, wait a minute. All right. They lost their top pass catcher from last year, and through 3 weeks, they have a trio of receivers. They've done with 61 of their 92 targets have gone to the top three. Although the receiving room wasn't shown a ton of depth so far, it'd still be a tough test for Iowa secondary. Yeah, that's what concerns me. Looks like we got a pass happy, experienced quarterback at Rutgers who's in his second year, and that's going to really test our secondary a lot. So sophomore Ian Strong has got 16 passes for 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, but missed the Norfolk game for an undisclosed reason. He went over 100 yards against both Ohio and Miami, Ohio, when he caught 43 passes, while he caught 43 passes for 676 yards and 5 touchdowns last season. His status is worth watching as this week go by. It may be a huge blow for Rutgers if he's out on Friday. I know that Greg Schiano was complaining that he had so many injuries, and so that he was kind of concerned about the injuries. But so far, I haven't seen that anywhere else. So let's see, we got the running backs and wide receivers. Okay. So sophomore KJ Duff leads the way through the 3 contests with 17 catches for 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Duff caught 6 passes for 119 yards in their win over Norfolk State. He was third on the team in receiving last season, tallying 27 catches for 425 yards. By the way, guys, I just want to say that I'm doing this show from Des Moines, Iowa, or Clive, Iowa this morning, and so it's been a rough night sleeping, and so, but you guys can also catch me. I think I'm supposed to be on the Hawkeyes podcast tonight, although I haven't heard much what's going on, but you'll be able to catch me there, and we'll talk more about this on the Hawkeyes tonight. Okay, another name to know is a junior tight end, Kenny Fletcher. He's 4th on the team with 5 receptions for 35 yards. Okay, offensive line. The Rutgers offensive line will face a big test against Iowa's defensive front, but Iowa's defensive front is averaging 10.7 quarterback pressures per game. They brought back 4 starters from last season. Okay. Through 3 games, ranked 4th in the country in run blocking, 9th in pass blocking, but they have given up 7 sacks. Among the 65 Big Ten offensive linemen that have played at least 150 snaps, Gus Zilianukas is 11th, guard Kawabania Asmoa is 13th, and right tackle Shaj White is 14th. They sure got a lot of. Okay, here's their defensive numbers. Okay, they're averaging their holding teams to 19.3 points per game, 148 rush yards, and 194 pass yards for 342 total, giving up. I mean, those aren't daunting numbers. I think Iowa has a chance against those numbers. So last season, Rutgers' defensive line averaged 11.3 pressures per game, while they ranked 98th in the country in sacks per game. So far this year, they're averaging 11.7 pressures per game, but have yet to sack a quarterback today. So the strength of that defensive group is on the edge. Is led by James Madison, transfer Eric O'Neill, who came over from the portal, earning first teams. Yeah. Okay. He's got 10 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, and a team high 8 pressures. He has primarily lined up at left defensive end. The other edge rusher on the left side has been Ohio transfer Bradley Weaver, who was first team All MAC for the Bobcats last season. Alrighty, yeah. So there you guys got it. That gives you the gist of it. Of what we're going to have to do to win this game. It's going to be. My understanding is for Rutgers, if it's a day game, the crowd isn't very good there. But at night, which like this is a Friday night game, Iowa has a short week, but I think because of the traveling team, both teams have a short week, but I think because of the traveling team, they're definitely at a disadvantage. Okay. So, given that, yeah, the travel and everything. So here's what I think is going to happen. Okay. We are going to, Iowa's going to win this game, I think. Although, it's not a slam dunk like I thought it was when I looked at the preseason schedule. And since Rutgers has yet to beat Iowa, this I think they'll be motivated for it. I don't know. I think we need to, get those drop passes taken care of so that because we're going to need all that we can get. Our secondary will be tested against this pass happy team. It always scares me sometimes when you get a team that's pass happy, but it also looks like they got a little bit of balance with the run. But they haven't really played any team with a pulse yet, and so this is a big test for both teams. I think it's important for Iowa to get out to a jump on them, get on it to a quick lead, and just keep the hammer down on this game because this team will be, even if you get a 2 or 3 point touchdown lead, this team is capable of coming back, and they will. They can score points. So this is the test for Rutgers as they're going to try to see if they're for real, because this is their first Big Ten opponent of the year, as it is for Iowa. Iowa's already been tested against a top 15 team in Iowa State and failed that test. And so now they go and do an unranked, undefeated Big Ten team on their home turf, and the crowd will be pretty ruckus. I mean, they're going to be pretty wild as they are when they have night games. I guess I don't know why they wait for night games to go out, but you know how it is, So anyway, I'm sorry that this week on the preview show, Kelvin and Paul won't be with me. I'm not going to do the picks without them, and so we'll find a way to get the picks out for you guys to see what we picked, or we may not do them at all. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is kind of a wild week. I'm traveling from my home in California to Iowa. Like I said here this morning, I'm waking up in Clive, Iowa, and doing a show at 6:05 a.m. How about them apples? Okay. So anyhow, I got things going on this afternoon. Then tonight I'm supposed to be on the Hawkeyes show at 7 p.m. Iowa time tonight, and so we'll be doing that. And then tomorrow I will be up in Waterloo, hanging out with friends and family up there, and really no time. If I want to get some quality time in with the family, I really can't be doing a podcast tomorrow night. And so we'll be doing that. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday is going to be taken up as long as it doesn't storm like it's supposed to. Probably be golfing tomorrow. On Friday, and our class reunion Friday night, and then class reunion on Saturday night. So I don't even get to see the game, guys, in person on Friday because I will be, yeah, sadly, but it's true to say, I will be busy with partying with old classmates. So that won't happen. So anyhow, yeah, it's a short show. I just felt like I had to get something out for you guys today, and so there you have it. Short show. I gave you a little bit of preview of Rutgers. I didn't get much done on the Iowa end of it and stuff. I wish I could have, but so anyhow, watch the game, enjoy the game, and as always, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit the like button, share this podcast out, and just do leave me some comments because I know that some of you aren't awake yet, and so most of you will be seeing this on replay. I will get back to you on the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. Even though it was a quick show, I do appreciate you taking a little bit of time to watch.